Today marks the 44th anniversary of the passing of my stepfather. I believe my mother had a hand in his death. The day that he died, when the police came to investigate, I was already out of the house. I was sent away. My mother and my brother lied to the police and said that there was nobody else in the house, no other witnesses. Had they questioned me, they would have looked at the case very, very differently. I have the timelines and the police reports and the autopsy, all this stuff here, and I'm going to go into them in depth, but I'm going to do it on my YouTube channel just because there's so much more content, and obviously I'm limited in time here. A year prior to my stepfather's death, when I was 11 years old, two men jumped out of a sedan. It was at a supper club. They had baseball bats and they beat him into a coma. The business partner that was there at the dinner that night, and I had been there earlier, the kids had been sent home, which never happened in our family. Like, I could be sleeping on chairs. We were never sent home early, but that night we were. Anyway, that business partner, I saw him 2 days later because, of course, when my dad was laying in a coma, didn't know if he was going to live or die, what does my mother do? She takes us to a pool at the Fontainebleau where we had a cabana like nothing is happening. This business partner comes up to me, and I knew him very well. And he said, "I'm really sorry. I'm sure your dad's going to be okay. I did everything I could to help. I tried to defend him, like the whole 9 yards." At 11 years old, I knew enough to look at him, like to actually look at him and look for marks. He was in a bathing suit. He didn't have a scratch on his body. My father was meant to die that day. He survived the coma. He ended up with hearing loss in one ear and some other issues. Nothing really significant. I mean, I spent a lot of time with him in that year. He survived only for her to take another go, and she was successful.